And Shemuel said to Shaul, Yahweh sent me to anoint you sovereign over his people, over Yisrael. And now listen to the voice of the words of Yahweh. Thus said Yahweh of hosts, I shall punish Amalek for what he did to Yisrael, how he positioned against him on the way when he came up from Mitzrayim. Now go, and you shall smite Amalek, and put under the ban all that he has, and you shall not spare them, and put to death from man to woman, from infant to nursing child, from ox to sheep, from camel to donkey. Then Shaul summoned the people, and mustered them to Telaim, 200,000 foot soldiers, and 10,000 men of Yehuda. And Shaul came to the city of Amalek, and lay in wait in the Wadai. And Shaul said to the Kenites, Go, turn aside, come down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with them. For you showed kindness to all the children of Yisrael, when they came up out of Mitzrayim. So the Kenites turned aside from the midst of the Amalekites. And Shaul smote the Amalekites from Hawilah all the way to Shur, which is before Mitzrayim. And he caught Agag, sovereign of the Amalekites, alive, and put under the ban all the people with the edge of the sword. But Shaul and the people spared Agag, and the best of the sheep, and the cattle, and the fatlings, and the lambs, and all that was good, and would not put them under the ban. But all the goods despised and worthless, that they put under the ban. And the word of Yahweh came to Shemuel, saying,
I am grieved that I have appointed Shaul as sovereign, for he has turned back from following me, and has not performed my words.
And it displeased Shemuel, and he cried out to Yahweh all night. And Shemuel rose early in the morning to meet Shaul. And it was told to Shemuel, saying, Shaul went down to Carmel, and see, he put up a monument for himself, then turned and passed over, and went down to Gilgal. And Shemuel came to Shaul, and Shaul said to him, Baruch are you of Yahweh, I have performed the word of Yahweh. But Shemuel said, What then is this bleating of the sheep in my ears, and the lowing of the cattle which I hear? And Shaul said, They have brought them from Amalek, because the people spared the best of the sheep and the cattle to slaughter to Yahweh your Elohim, and the rest we have put under the ban. And Shemuel said to Shaul, Wait, and let me declare to you what Yahweh said to me last night. And he said to him, Speak. And Shemuel said, Though you were little in your own eyes, were you not head of the tribes of Israel? And did not Yahweh anoint you sovereign over Israel? And Yahweh sent you on the way, and said, Go, and you shall put under the ban the sinners and the Amalekites, and fight against them until they are consumed. And why did you not obey the voice of Yahweh, but swooped down on the spoil, and did evil in the eyes of Yahweh? And Shaul said to Shemuel, I did not obey the voice of Yahweh, and I went up on the way which Yahweh sent me, and brought back Agag, sovereign of Amalek. And I put Amalek under the ban. But the people took of the spoil of the sheep and cattle, and the best of that which should have been put under the ban, to slaughter to Yahweh your Elohim in Gilgal. Then Shemuel said, Does Yahweh delight in burnt offerings and slaughterings, as in obeying the voice of Yahweh? Look, to obey is better than an offering, and to heed than the fat of rams. For rebellion is as the sin of divination, and stubbornness is as wickedness and idolatry. Because you have rejected the words of Yahweh, he also rejects you as sovereign. And Shaul said to Shemuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the command of Yahweh and your voice, because I feared the people and listened to their voice. And now please pardon my sin, and return with me, and let me bow down myself to Yahweh. But Shemuel said to Shaul, I do not return with you, for you have rejected the word of Yahweh, and Yahweh rejects you from being sovereign over Yisrael. And as Shemuel turned around to go away, Shaul seized the edge of his robe, and it tore. And Shemuel said to him, Yahweh has torn the reign of Yisrael from you today, and has given it to a neighbor of yours, better than you. Moreover, the innocence of Yisrael does not lie nor relent, for he is not a man that he should relent. Then he said, I have sinned, but esteem me now, please, before the elders of my people and before Yisrael, and return with me, and I shall bow down myself to Yahweh your Elohim. And Shemuel turned back after Shaul, and Shaul bowed himself to Yahweh. And Shemuel said, "Bring Agag, sovereign of the Amalekites, here to me." So Agag came to him delightedly. And Agag said, "Truly the bitterness of death has turned aside." And Shemuel said, "As your sore bereaved women, let your mother be bereaved among women too." Shemuel then hewed Agag to pieces before Yahweh in Gilgal. And Shemuel went to Ramah, while Shaul went up to his house of Gabah of Shaul. And Shemuel did not see Shaul again until the day of his death, for Shemuel mourned for Shaul, and Yahweh was grieved that he had made Shaul to reign over Israel.